Good afternoon, everyone. It's May 24th, 2019. I'm Eric. More bad economic data for us. U.S. manufacturing slumps to a 9-year low in May. This is from Max Slavo and shtfplan.com. I got a couple of others I'm going to point out, but I'm not going to really dig into them like this one. So, all economic data is pointing to a slower 2019. One of those bits of data is from the manufacturing industry. United States manufacturing growth has hit a 9-year low this month, which is a terrible sign for our volatile economy. And keep in mind that, somewhere around 1 million heads of cattle has been lost. About half the corn. A lot of grain reserves were destroyed. It's going to take a very, very long time for the food supply to get straightened out. And then you add to this the swine that has to be put down due to some African disease, which the name escapes me at the moment, but it's bad. Every bit of news we're getting, more or less, is bad. I look for good news, I really do. I look for it and I never find it. And a lot of people would say that I'm a pessimist, I'm a fearmonger. Man, I may be pessimistic. What I would prefer is realist. So faced with a decreasing demand from consumers and a flare-up in U.S.-China trade war and tariff tensions, American businesses grew in May at the slowest pace since before President Trump was elected. A pair of new surveys show an IHS Markit flash survey of U.S. manufacturers fell to a 9.5-year low of 50.6 this month from 52.6 in April. It's not like, 52.6 is all that great either. Then we have the yield curve inverting. And what that is, in case any of you don't know, I don't know how many of you watch financial stuff. I do. I watch financial stuff. I watch legal stuff. I watch all kinds of shit. And not news stuff, though, not very often. So, even more ominous was the Forbes survey of U.S. service-oriented companies such as banks and retailers. These slipped to a 39-month low of 50.8 from 52.7. Any number over 50 represents growth, according to MarketWatch. Service companies employ about four-fifths of all U.S. workers, and until very recently, they've been expanded rapidly if you listen to mainstream media. Retail apocalypse, anyone? And there's a lot more store closures, a lot more stuff going on. Well, they go on to say that these could drop dramatically in the next 6 months or so if the trade war rages on and tariffs continue to plague the wallets of consumers. The growth in new orders from both domestic customers and foreign buyers declined, and firms have now put the brakes on hiring, IHS says. In quotes, growth of business activity slowed sharply in May as trade war worries and increased uncertainty dealt a further blow to order book growth and business confidence, said Chris Williamson, a chief business economist at IHS Markit. The slowdown has been led by manufacturing, but shows increasing signs of spreading to services. And this is happening at a time when the labor market is still going strong and households are spending at a rapid rate. Now, I have to disagree with the labor market still going strong. American households are also now in a record amount of debt thanks to their spending habits, and interest rates are falling after the Federal Reserve relaxed its stance. In quotes, again, we don't think it's a genuine sign that the economy is suddenly plunging into recession, Williamson added. And you know my argument. My argument is that we never came out of the last recession, and well, what's been going on for the last 10 years really does reflect this. 10, yeah, about somewhere around there. They continue to say the signs that the economy is on edge are all there and impossible to miss. Does that mean we'll have a recession this year? Probably not, they say, but it does look like the end of 2019 will be much slower than the beginning. The trade war and 25% tariffs may have pushed the recession a little closer, but market analysts and other economists still say we have time. Not according to Gregory Mannarino. If you want to know about money, you want to know how to make some money, I recommend that dude straight up. Straight up. If I had $1,000 right now, I would use it to buy his stock picks, and I would make some bank from it. But every time, as I said earlier in another video, every time we get ahead, there's something there that just drags us back down into the hole. It's very, very, very aggravating. But I digress. They say not to expect the recession before spring of 2020. Well, here's the deal, okay? If there's no crops, if there's a huge decrease anyway in crops, and not just in the United States either. I mean, Australia, France, all these places, Canada, Mexico. What do you think people are going to spend their money on when food prices skyrocket? They're going to buy food. They're going to buy food, and all the other shit is just going to be put on the back burners. So, okay, I'm going to pause it and jump over to another site here right quick. Okay, so I'm over here at Zero Hedge, and I just want to point out that Trump ran on the Constitution and all that. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not one of those people who believes that firmly in the Constitution, okay? And there are some good, there's some things in there that's worth fighting for, like our natural rights. But other than that, it's just another document declaring one group of people has a right to rule over the rest of the people. I don't buy into that, okay? I do admit, though, it's better than, well, let's face it, most other constitutions out there. Every country has one. Every country has a constitution. Did you know that? Just look it up. So Trump is bypassing Congress to approve a $8 billion in arms sales to Saudi Arabia or the United Arab Emirates, or both. And just look at what Saudi Arabia does, right? Not good guys in any sense of the phrase, good guys. There's something else. Oh, yeah, right. Julian Assange. So, as you know by now, Trump has pardoned 2 criminals. And let a bunch of other criminals out of prison. Not that they didn't deserve to get out of prison. Most of them did. But look, if he does not pardon Assange after using his information during the campaign, he is a straight up fucking hypocrite and should never ever be trusted for anything. So he's been hit with Espionage Act violations as DOJ unveils 17 new charges. And by the way, Assange wiped his computer completely out before he was taken into custody. And so if they try that shit that there was evidence on his computer, it's a lie. A bald-faced lie. Once your computer is wiped, and to the degree that Assange wiped his, there ain't getting none of that shit back. The worst fears of Julian Assange's legal team have just been realized. Just as WikiLeaks editor-in-chief anticipated, the DOJ has revealed that a grand jury in Virginia has returned a new 18-count superseding indictment against Assange that includes violations of the Espionage Act stemming from his role in publishing the classified documents leaked by Bradley Manning. I will not call Bradley Manning Chelsea, as well as his original charge of conspiring to break into a government computer per the New York Times. So, there's that. If Trump doesn't pardon this dude, really, they should be pardoning Edward Snowden, too. After pardoning the swamp creatures that he has, I better not hear from anyone that, he's for the people. Because I would say that beyond any doubt proves that he's not. The U.S. Navy wants to archive 350 billion social media posts, and they say it's for research. Yeah, probably, just not a good research, not research that will help us. It's research that will help them figure out who's who and what their ideology is and all that stuff. So anyway, there's a lot more, a whole lot more, but I'm only one dude. I've had a pretty shitty day, and if I see anything else that I care to talk about, I will, but I don't think I'm going to. So, special thanks to Killing Time. Appreciate you having my back, man. More people will have my back. You're not the only one. However, you are probably the most frequent. I cannot tell you how much that means to me. Anyway, if you like my content, please do thumbs up, subscribe, share. PayPal and Discord links are all below. Till next time, kill the state, live free.